Ubisoft is getting extremely desperate, and that is hilarious.
Hey, what's up guys, Rip here. So today we're going to be reporting on some more bad news for Ubisoft. It's starting to feel like February when there was daily bad news about Niji Sanji and Anycolor, but with Ubisoft, this has really been going on all year, but intensified over the past couple of weeks. And today we're going to go over some bad news for Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Ubisoft has been a joke for years at this point. Also, Skull and Bones previously existed. Well, it still exists, I guess, technically. And that was also a disaster. Then, Star Wars Outlaws. I probably don't need to explain anything about that. And now this, obviously. And it's getting worse.
Because Ubisoft gave us our biggest preview of the game yet, and a lot of people are clowning on it. Now, before we get into that, I am happy to share that my code with Advanced GG is boosted by 40% for this weekend. Use code check
Very cool.
out or restock on Advanced.
Use code REV. You
GG.
get the point.
So this year, there's been two main projects Ubisoft has been ensuring their investors will succeed. The first is Star Wars Outlaws, which recently released, and it's been an absolute disaster. And that
A complete shit show, in fact.
release coincided with a massive drop in their stock price, resulting in a very serious set of demands from a group of investors who are demanding a radical shift in the company, or they might use French minority law to collect enough shareholders to initiate the sale process of Ubisoft. And literally hours after that happened,
That is so hilarious because they can't do that.
another set of news came out that we covered in yesterday's video. The fact that for years, there has been a Ubisoft mentorship program that has explicitly excluded men from applying. So another terrible
Yeah, we just watched a video about this, and it is hilarious. Kind of perfectly explains why Ubisoft is trash, also.
look. And right after that happened, right after my video released, we got some big updates regarding the other big title for Ubisoft this year, and that is Assassin's Creed Shadows. We haven't heard a lot about Assassin's Creed Shadows recently. In fact, the only real thing we heard was a rumor that they couldn't even sell 1,000 pre-orders from 900 stores, which is crazy, but
And if that is true, by the way, that is just devastating.
yesterday, Ubisoft on their official account released their Assassin's Creed Shadows world trailer. Now, how is this received by gamers?
Poorly,
Absolutely horrible.
obviously.
You can see the like-dislike ratio, and it's for a whole host of reasons that we're going to get into in a second.
And this is even interesting because today on Twitter I saw there was some drama with Asmongold involving this because it involves bots or something. Not sure how it works. Didn't actually check if there's an Asmongold video on this because that would be probably hilarious. But didn't find anything, sadly.
But let's see a small snippet from this trailer. So there's a particular sequence of this trailer that people are clowning on. It's going to happen when Yasuke is riding on his horse, and pay close attention to the feet of the horse as it's moving.
It's floating? Yeah, it's just floating a little bit ahead. Strange.
Let me play that back a little bit slower in case you cannot see.
Enhance!
Watch how it's walking. Or should I say, gliding.
Yeah.
That horse is moonwalking, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, a lot of people have been making fun of this. You can see it here again. It's not great for a AAA release.
From all the things, by the way, they have horses in other games. That's the best part with Ubisoft. They already have this technology, and with every release of Assassin's Creed, it just gets worse, and worse.
Also consider how ironic it is that a lot of games journalists are praising the trailer itself, saying it's the most advanced game yet, and yet
Most advanced. You could call it a quadruple A game.
you have this horse moonwalking. Like, maybe they paid too much attention to these stunning backgrounds and not enough attention to the close-up details. But anyways, as per usual with a Ubisoft trailer on YouTube, the comment section is gold. And let's read a few comments. So the first one, of course, says, I clicked on this trailer just to read the comments. The next one says, the horse is walking like Michael Jackson on stage. The next one says, all right, Ubisoft, you won. I will replay Ghost of Tsushima one more time. And this last one saying, good job, Ubisoft. As a Chinese, I'm impressed you got the scenarios in ancient China perfectly right as a foreign company. This game is set in Japan.
Oh.
Yes. For those who don't know, a lot of criticism has come out from the initial sneak peeks of this game. A lot of people pointing out that a game set in feudal Japan has a lot of Chinese aesthetics to it, which is obviously a...
Yeah. But, you know, they couldn't afford someone who actually understands the culture and all of these things to, you know, consult them. Oh, wait, they did. They did. Very cool.
Bad look for Ubisoft, who claims they did so much research on Japanese culture. But here's another set of comments saying the horse was moonwalking away, just like the Ubisoft investors. Ubisoft stock price minus 23.38% in the past 5 days. And I forgot to hit translate to English on this comment, but I'm sure whatever it is good. So, you know, true. Very true comment. And the last one here
probably about Yasuke, if I would have to make a guess.
Says, it could be your last chance, but you turned it into your last dance, Ubi. So, yeah, a lot of people are looking at the trailer, especially the small errors there, and saying, what's going on for a AAA release like this with a bundle that is $130 on pre-order? Absolutely insane.
Please, quadruple A.
Stuff. And think
Ubisoft deserves no less than quadruple A.
Think about it too. It's not just like someone played through some of the game and found some bugs, what have you, and then posted on YouTube. This is an official trailer. Someone saw that and said, yup, everything looks good. Like, how did they not pick up on such a very visible mistake? I mean, they could have even cropped it out, right? Just a very bad look. However,
True.
The other thing is on social media, you have the other Assassin's Creed accounts posting the various snippets and previews, and people are clowning that on that as well. And on top of that, for some reason, there's only one hidden reply on any of the accounts, and it's this one. So I guess this one got a little under the skin of Assassin's Creed Shadows. But anyways, obviously the trailer's being very negatively received for some of the expected gameplay, but also there's more to it. We know there's more to it. It's not just about what we saw in the trailer. It's all the drama.
It's actually surprising that there are this much likes. I guess that's where the bot part comes in, because that's a lot of likes
Surrounding this game and Ubisoft. We've seen the many different controversies, the fact that they're trying to rewrite history to portray Yasuke as a samurai, and this has upset a lot of Japanese gamers, and even Japanese politicians have gotten involved in the situation. We saw the merch scandal, where essentially Ubisoft slapped their logo on some pre-existing One Piece merch that was on Amazon and tried to sell it off as like official Assassin's Creed Shadows merch. It's all
damn right they did.
Really, really bad. But the main problem is they can't make up their mind. For a company that is obsessed with the identity of their employees, they don't have an identity for their game. They can't figure out what they want to do with Assassin's Creed, and in particular with one of the main characters, Yasuke. Is he actually historically accurate or not? Ubisoft can't make up their minds. In fact,
no. Ubisoft's lying when they say this has nothing to do with history at all. We just Ubisoft. No, they're lying. There's tons of evidence, there's tons of previous videos, there's so much of it where Ubisoft is claiming, this is the real history of Japan. Trust me, bro.
In fact, we got another statement just yesterday from the development team regarding this issue. This was an interview with Eurogamer, where they said, of course, we're making creative choices. It's a video game. And here's the extended quote saying, we've paid a lot of attention to stay as respectful as possible to Japanese culture, but creative choices are made on our side. Based on all the discussions we had with our own group of experts, we're confident with how the game will be received. And one of those experts, many people...
Good for you, buddy. Good for you. I'm sure it's gonna be great. I'm sure this is currently my... Well, I'm honestly anticipating Starfield Shattered Space more, obviously, because that's going to be a disaster. But Assassin's Creed Shadows has this mystique of being an absolute shithole disaster. So, you know, I'm kind of torn which I should expect more. The disaster of Starfield or the disaster of Ubisoft?
People fear is Thomas Lockley, but we'll get into that in a second. So they're right here saying, or giving the impression that yes, they want to respect Japanese culture, but it's a video game at the end of the day and they're going to make creative choices. That shows.
Translation: well, we kind of want to respect Japanese culture, but we're not gonna. That's so good.
That they don't really want to be historically accurate, which is odd because earlier this year, developers were coming out.
Listen. Okay? The truth is, Yasuke wasn't the only black Japanese samurai, obviously. He was from a hidden clan of black Japanese samurais who were protecting the shogunate all this time through history. And that's the true story. There was not one Yasuke, there were many. And they acted from the shadows to protect Japan as the guardians that they are. I would not be surprised if something like that could happen. Again, it's Ubisoft.
Out and saying that they wanted this game to faithfully depict real historical figures. However, it looks like they got their research from Thomas Lockley in this absolute 400-page dumpster fire where a author tries to claim with no evidence that Yasuke was a samurai, among some other ridiculous claims. This book has been absolutely trashed by Japanese historians. It is a mockery, but it seems like that was the basis that Ubisoft used to create their...
Well, it's a book. What are you going to say? A book is wrong? But how can that be? No one can read nowadays.
Their main protagonist here. And then, due to that backlash, back in July, Assassin's Creed on their official account would make a very important statement where they would have this overall authenticity efforts section where they say it's never been their intention in any Assassin's Creed game to have factual representations of history. So they flip-flop right here, and then only a few weeks later they do it again. But at that time, journalists were coming out and saying Assassin's Creed doesn't care about historical accuracy and you shouldn't either. But that was further made even more confusing when in early August, a different developer would come out and say they want the game to be as authentic as possible. And then, exactly 1 month to the day from that, we have the most recent statement with Eurogamer, where they're saying, oh, well, we want to respect the culture, but we got to make creative...
We want to respect the culture by not respecting it. It makes so much sense if you don't think about it.
...choices. It's a video game after all. Very confusing stuff. Obviously, they're all over the place, and that's just making them look even worse. They can't even stick with a...
Okay, Rev, we got this. Anyway, that was Rev Says Desu. And now, he didn't talk about it, so let me switch the scene real quick. Assassin's Creed, this, no, this. There we go. This is the one I wanted. Second, I'm gonna switch it. Okay, now we're gonna watch this absolute masterpiece. But you know what I love about the historic accuracy here? It's the fact that this right here, that sticks out like a fucking sore thumb, because even the weapons aren't actually hidden in any way. Dude, Japan had this crazy thing called ninjas. Do you know what ninjas actually did in Japan? They dress typically like fucking farmers, and they try to avoid fighting as much as possible. They were effectively just assassins. They poisoned food and did all of that shenaniganry, okay? And they typically dressed like farmers. Nothing like this. This sticks out as a sore thumb. Just to begin with. Oh god damn, that horse is really moon gliding, huh? Are we gonna be desecrating Japanese graves now? Because, I mean, that's progressive, right? Oh, look at that. The lady boy is confused and sad about something. Oh no, the horror. The absolute horror. Is this it? Is this just the world? Is that really it? No action, no anything, and yeah, that's seemingly it. Okay, let's check the comments. Ubisoft caught red-handed botting their video. Okay, so yeah, I understand that this is the video that they botted because, okay, first of all, you need to understand, Ubisoft is absolutely most likely beyond desperate at this point in time. So the fact that the idea that they're gonna bot their videos completely not even remotely out of the question. Ubisoft invested more money into bots and comments than the game itself. Investing money to create good game, investing money to buy reviews and comments. Okay. Oh, I get it now. No, Ubisoft thought our bot account. Yeah, this guy. No, this is the pretty girl bot. What is this? No, I don't see any bots at this point. What the hell? Ubisoft. The bot comments may be newest. I came to bot comments. Nope. Comment bots. I don't see any bots. I guess they. Okay, listen. I guess they got all deleted, or we're just gonna scroll down until we see something sus. It's crazy when you look at the accounts that were. Yeah? I don't see any bot comments at this point. This does seem kind of nice. This seems quite average, in fact. Huh. So not sure what the bot comments were. They probably got deleted. As much as I understood, there's a controversy about the fact that the bot comments definitely exist, but currently I don't see bot comments. If you ask me, this looks all legit for now. So yeah, there you kind of go. It does seem kind of all legit. At least this part right here. The names aren't strange. Well, this one's a little bit stranger, I guess, because bots typically have a string of numbers in a lot of cases behind them, or something like that. Well, it depends on what kind of bot maker made them. Some have strings of numbers, some don't. It's easier just to make bots with a bunch of numbers behind their names because it's just random numbers, so it's easier to make the accounts, less errors and whatnot. I'm not seeing it kind of here. These names are slight sussy, but I guess that's fine. Yeah, I'm not seeing the bots. Huh. In any case, I wonder what's happening with that. I understood that there's a controversy about the fact that Asmongold tried to say, "Oh, Ubisoft's video is botted," but how do you know that it's Ubisoft who botted their own video? Gee, I wonder fucking how. I wonder who else would bot Ubisoft's video. Come the fuck on. Well, anyway, I guess that's pretty much it. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye bye.